Alrighty then. Do 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 do. Boop. And also, I do apologize for the late start. So, but I needed to. I was kind of in charge of dinner and was also busy moving some other stuff. And now that I have my stuff moved, I'm starting to kind of regret it. Kind of. Okay, so, where perchance are we? I think I left off in the middle of the. No, I finished up with the. Yes. So, and I think we were working on. And Edder's assigned to this, so he can finally get some XP.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm starting to recall everything. One of them being, I better actually check something.
I will wait in the place of your strength.
Following your lead.
Yeah, he's bugged. He's still bugged.
Safe travels.
Which makes things actually a bit unfortunate. Yeah, that completely makes things a little bit unfortunate. Because I was completely hoping to actually use him for a little bit while Edder was going through his stuff. But, oh well. And I don't want to use a bug. I don't want to use a bugged character. Oh, okay. What do we need to do? Okay, through the, through Death's Gate. I traveled to Deerford Village. I don't know exactly where these ruins are, but perhaps someone in Deerford Village does. And there's Undying Heritage. Find the tower. The Latin Key Acolyte showed me an ancient tower near a cemetery in a neighborhood filled with rundown estates. Following this lead will require locating the tower. Asking around should be a place to start. Perhaps among the patrolling justiciars who would know the city. Oh, I know where that is. But we probably still need to actually do some asking around. And the best place to ask around with a bunch of justiciars is here at the Knight's Crucible. Holy crap! That is an echo. That is an echo.
Strain. Then to your good fortune. Ado Vidorio. May you see them all again soon.
Once again, I missed some dialogue. Okay, Scotty, what is it like to not see your children for so long? I imagine must be difficult. Given a massacre, I'm on the hunt more than at home. But at 5 years, it's been a strain. And to your good fortune, okay, may you see them all again soon. Do. Okay, no. No, really? Okay. She smiles. What can I do for you? Tell me about Heritage Hill. Okay, we technically have already gone through all that. Technically. Well, there goes my idea.
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
It isn't a parlor trick. Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare you?
No, but I won't be responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
Oh dear. That's that's yeah. That probably would not be a very good idea. Okay, we're not gonna be able to ask you at all. I'm looking for a neighborhood with a tower. It's near a cemetery. Best you stop looking then. That place you want is here to chill. You can see the tower over to the district walls that way. Justiciar points to the Justiciar points toward into the northwest, which we already went through that entire area. But something happened there that they don't let people in anymore, and none of the knights want to be posted anywhere close to it. Steer clear if you know what's good for you. Okay, so we already know where it's at. I technically already have permission. So I suppose, boom. Technically already have permission. Unless they decided to close it up already.
Hail, traveler.
Alright, so it should be down here. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Speak the words you learned from the Leaden Key Acolyte. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. Well, have at thee. Okay, you do not have that. You oh well. Oh, he's almost dead.
How may I help?
Well, you know what? Screw it. Just go for it. There we go.
Steady does it. Sure.
Do. Oh, does that mean she picked up? Oh, nope, we're good. Go ahead and just drop this stuff in here, though. More traps. I still only have ever used the traps the one time.
Slow and silent.
Let's
Have
go.
at thee. Have at thee.
Got it.
Oh, geez, I'm like destroying these guys.
I'm on the trail.
Damn. Just destroyed them.
This I haven't seen before.
Make it a good shot.
Boom. Oh, right. I should probably set you to aggressive. Boom. Boom.
Slow and silent.
Do. That was it. That's it down here? Huh. Do. God, I love that burning. God, I love that skill. What is it? Acolyte's Radiance. I really like that spell. I really like that skill. What do we got? Scroll of Protection and Scroll of Restore Light Endurance. Oh. Do. Man, I'm already getting a lot of money back, which is great. Oh, I just remembered. What do you have? Oh, you're fine. What are you guys doing? Attack him. Oh, great. Do I need to check you guys? They're fine. Do. Yeah, I'm definitely just going straight through this tower, like easy peasy. Got to get harder each floor, doesn't it? Hopefully. Oh.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing.
A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched neck back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of his skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal, only his bared teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Jeez.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Given the catastrophe that followed, the commission and your research might matter a great deal. That has nothing to do with the death in the streets. Focus.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start? Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work. But I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
I mean, you do seem like you'd know a thing or two about flies.
I am trying. I've studied contraptions like this for years, and still the most basic elements elude me. It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply. I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. Then I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
We cannot do this, Watcher. This beast is beyond our aid. Do not make him. Do not make yourself like him. A winding. Oh. Hold on.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Interesting. Glad it actually gives us that option. Just proceed down to the bottom. Huh. Okay, I think I know where she is. Yep, here. Boom. Do and boom.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I saw you in a vision. I need the words that operate the Ingwithin machine in the tower. Hold on. I saw you in a vision. There's some.
Believe me, I've heard that line before. It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
I need the words for that that operate the Ingwithin machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
I feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Acantha. What do I care? I've prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Humble Aldhelm now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more. Demonstrates it more succinctly. Yeah. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays built to move souls.
Where would they move the souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know.
You seem to know a lot about the Tiertauneth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Why would the Ingwithans have wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Ingwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
How do you operate the machine?
Back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodging in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here I have specimens plenty and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. I'm guessing this is grieving mother's ability. Now we're going back to the point where I don't like messing with people's souls like this. But in order to do its best, that leaves no choice, so extinguish Ikanta's pride. The Fanfare doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animaster in the history of the field. You can't leave these souls imprisoned. And who'll stop me? Only I understand the control words for Tiertauneth. So yes, I can, and who'll know about it? Hoarding knowledge is pointless. The burning thing roars to life. Nothing is more important. We gather and study. We gather and study, and through it transcended the 1,000 insectoid lives that bring it to us. And who'll know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying of the Ingwithan language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Your opportunities are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong, but there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. And teach me what you know. I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond hard rock. You cast it away where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temple, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head. but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of ruins, far more than Ikantha has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Ingwith once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Out of the corner of his eye, Aloth gives you a sly look. It seems your ravenous new friend has just given us the key to ending this wretchedness for good. And now that we've seen what this machine is capable of, I do hope you're not squeamish about the loss of a few hundred souls. What? You said the other towers and around the Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would the Ingwithans have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields, and to collect them like butterflies under a glass, to melt them down for raw essence. Unfortunately, I don't know. Remind me, how do you know so much about the tower? I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instruction manuals, and in doing so, they miss their true meaning completely. I still don't understand why the Ingwithans would want to build a machine that tethers souls. Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Ingwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they wouldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the tower of the Ter Nuneth is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them, and the tower shall obey. Well, thank you. Damn. Oh, nice.